This is the second video of simple permanent tissue, collenchyma. They are permanent tissues, simple permanent tissues. They resemble or look like parenchyma when they are short, and when they are longer, they resemble fibers with tapering ends. These are living cells, which means that they have protoplasm, which comprises of cytoplasm and nucleus, and they have vacuolated protoplasm. Intercellular spaces may or may not be present. Uneven thickenings are present at corners. Cell wall is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin. Pectin is the material which provides stretchability. Lignin is always absent in collenchyma. Cells are capable of meristematic activity, which means that they are capable of division. They are distributed in dicot, stem, petiole, leaves, beneath epidermis, such that hypodermis. They are absent in monocots. They usually occur in peripheral regions of plant. Origin of collenchyma. They are found from ground meristem and procambium. Ground meristem is the meristem which is derived from other than vascular tissue, xylem or phloem, and they are derived from cortex or pericycle. Procambium is the meristem which is derived from vascular tissue, xylem and phloem. Types of collenchyma on the basis of thickening. As you can see in the diagram, there are various kinds of collenchyma and they all are based on the thickening. First one is lamellate or plate-like. Cells are compactly arranged, as you can see in the diagram. No intercellular spaces are present. Cells appear in rows and layers, present in petiole of leaves. Now moving to annular or ring-like. As you can see in the diagram that they have uniform thickness, so nucleus is in between. And now moving next to angular or angulate. Thickening is at the corner or angle of cells, no intercellular spaces present. Lacutate. Only if these intercellular spaces are present. Function of collenchyma are that they are flexible in nature, provides tensile strength to plant, they are living and provides mechanical strength, permits growth and elongation of plant parts. Observe the above diagram very carefully. Now sclerenchyma and its types. Sclerenchyma, they are heavily lignified cells, which means that they have deposition of lignin. They are dead cells, which means that they don't have protoplasm. Lignified cells are not found in other simple permanent tissue. It is only found in sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma are of two types, sclerites or stone cells and fibers. So there are types of sclerites as seen in the above diagram. Moving to brachysclerites. And what are sclerites? First of all, sclerites are dead cells, isodiametric, which means similar or same dimensions. Some are elongated too. They have thick cell wall due to presence of heavily lignified dead cells, provide mechanical strength. They are found in hard texture of seed coat and endosperms. Now moving to brachysclerites. They are isodiametric sclerites found in bark, pith, cortex and fleshy portion of some fruits like pear, guava. They are also known as grit cells because of its gritness. Moving next to astrosclerites. Astro, the name symbolizes star-shaped sclerites. So in the above diagram, you can see astrosclerites looking like star shape or resembling the shape of a star. Macrosclerites, columnar or rod-like sclerites. They have a columnar structure or a rod-like structure. Osteosclerites, they are bone-like. As the name symbolizes, osteo, which means bone. They symbolizes bone like cells having both ends dilated. Now moving to trichosclerids. Trichome means hair, which means that these sclerids are hair-like sclerids and they usually are branched and they resemble more or less fiber-like. They are found in stem of hydrophytic plants, aerial shoot of Monstera. Here is the another diagram of sclerids. Observe it very carefully. Now moving to intraxillary fibers and its types. Libriform fibers. They are slightly lignified. Secondary walls. Lignified means lignin deposition. Simple pits are present. Simple pits are the pits which are not bordered pits. Fibers are long and elongated. Fiber tracheids regarded as reduced tracheids. Pits are bordered, which means no simple pits are present, like they are bordered. Shorter than libriform fiber. Lumen or the space is broad. Regarded as reduced tracheid. Septate fibers, their function is storage, and these fibers have thin septa or wall separating lumen into distinct chamber. Example, teak. Now moving next to gelatinous fiber or mucilaginous fiber. Lignin composition is less in it. Cellulose is more. It absorbs water and swell to fill entire lumen of fiber. So lumen means space and tracheids are for transportation of water and minerals. Observe the above diagrams very carefully in which all kinds of fibers are demonstrated. Now moving next to extraxillary fibers and its types. As the name indicates, extraxillary, which means outside xylem. It is of various types. First is bast fibers or leaf fibers. The difference between these two, bast and leaf fibers, is very important. Bast fibers are also known as soft fibers. It is found in Cannabinus sativa and Hibiscus cannabinus. They have simple pit which are not bordered pits present outside xylem. Now, phloem fibers. As the name indicates, originate from phloem. They are soft and flexible, strong and cellulosic. They are commercially very important. They are used in paper making and textile industry. Example, jute and hemp. Cortical fibers, as the name indicates, originate in cortex. Example, xylotum and cucurbits. Pericyclic fibers or perivascular fibers, also called these pericyclic fibers are also called as perivascular fibers. They are found on or inside of innermost cortical layer. Moving to the last one, that is leaf fibers or hard fibers. They are found only in monocot leaves. They are strong, lignified, also called as hard fibers, used in paper industry and cordage, which means making cords or ropes. Example, Saccharum officinarum and agave. So in this hard fibers, which means leaf fibers, and soft fibers, example, soft fibers means bast fibers. The difference between the two is very important. Now observe the above diagrams very carefully in order to understand that how these fibers look like. And thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe to the channel.